All right, guys, what's up? It's 5 minutes until 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm a little bit delayed. I had a meeting with the principal of my kid's new school that went really well. You got to embrace the responsibilities of fatherhood, being a husband, all these kind of things. Sometimes you got more important things to do than trading, right? We all know how that is. One thing I want to point out before we get started, super important. We've got a guy in our Discord, a member, who has been working his butt off for many years, a good guy, and he's been searching for that first payout. And by following the levels and using the analysis and being disciplined over the last couple weeks, he just got himself a first payout. Daniel, you know who you are. Super proud of you, man. That's awesome. I can't tell you, like, guys, on a day where I make 5,000 or 6,000 or $10,000, don't get me wrong, it's nice. I enjoy it. But for me, that's kind of par for the course. That's what I do. I make money trading. When you guys come in here and get your first payouts because of what I'm teaching you, that just, touches me like you wouldn't believe. So hats off to you, man. Hats off. Got the surfer hair going. Awesome. So proud of you. Way to go. Keep it going. It's the first payout of many, many more to come. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the NASDAQ here. I guess some people trade the ES, so let's go ahead and flop it over to the ES first, but then we'll go back to NASDAQ. All I can say is it's looking long to me right now. We're still banging against this quarterly support level we've been talking about in the NASDAQ. That's why the daily is rounding the bend to the upside, and I've been favoring the long. If you use my levels from yesterday, you absolutely nailed it. Looking at ES, we'll get to NQ in a second, but I think we need to keep pushing higher here, guys. I really do. So you can see the ES close here. This is super important, right? So the daily, let's just go, guys. These are all things we're going to talk about in the course. So the daily, I've been talking about since back here. You got all the support, right? And now we enter congestion up on this bar here, right? And now we get one, two, almost three. We're kind of grinding higher in this little trend run on the daily chart. Why? Because of all the support on the weekly. You're overextended on the monthly. You're into the pocket on the quarterly. You've got support here, guys, right? So look, this is very, very, very important, these levels. Where today closed here, you closed above the middle of the moving average envelope here, above, right? See that yellow dot? You closed above it. Right? That close there is above that yellow dot. That's important. That tells me we want to try and push back toward these highs, okay? So your levels for today for ES, number one, I would still be in favor of the long side, okay? I wouldn't short. That doesn't mean you're not going to have like violent intraday reversals to the downside. And for those of you who picked those off, good job. I like to trade in the direction of the overlying higher time period energy, daily, weekly, monthly. That's what keeps me on the right side of things. That's why I've got a good success rate. That's the way I like to do it, but that doesn't make it right. You guys can do what you want to do too, right? But I would focus on the long side and looking here at ES. Okay, look, if we have another one of these banger days where we're wrestling between weekly resistance, where we might, right? There's a lot of resistance here. I think support is ultimately going to win and push us higher. But you might see one of these wild days tomorrow, like you did today, right? Okay, so here are your levels for ES right now at the dot zone, right here, where you're at 57.18, 57.19. I would expect to push up here to these highs, 57.60. Now, if you get knocked down, watch this congestion dynamic market level from Vol Pro Edge. That is the level right there at the envelope bottom. Let's go ahead and get that for you guys exactly. 56.68. That's the, watch it. If this level here at 57.10 starts breaking down, don't engage until you get to 56.68. That's where you look for your next long. This is what I talked about today in the NASDAQ. We'll go over that in a second. We nailed the daily low. Okay, I don't nail daily lows and highs that often, but today we did. Go back and look at yesterday's video. Look at the levels. It's incredible and it's awesome. And people are making money off of it, which makes me happy, right? So these are the levels to watch for. There's your first support. I would not short this market on you. I just wouldn't. Okay, doesn't mean you're not going to, catch 10 points here, 20 points here short, but the energy is flowing up. You want to go with that energy. Look for this support level here at 57.18. We may very well push up to 57.60. Resistance, I always do in red right there, right? But support is down here at 56.68. Those are your levels. Play those levels wisely, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the tracker. Let's go to NASDAQ. And as you can see from today with NASDAQ, guys, I mean, if you go back and look at yesterday's video, you can see that I called the middle of the dot zone. I said, look, this is your, right here. This was it. I said, this is your first support level right there because we closed above that, right? All right. I said, look there, right? If that breaks, that's your next support level. 19,768, I think. Go look at the video. Or 19,735. I can't remember. You guys tell me in the comments, but it nailed damn near the low of the day. And if you just wait for that, I mean, guys, the daily bars don't tell the whole story. You had a move at the open that pushed down right to that level and pushed all the way back up here before settling back down here. I mean, yes, that was a 350 point move. Okay. So what do I expect for the next 24 hours? You got a lot of support in here. I think we're going to continue to keep working higher here. We're wrestling between weekly resistance, which is right here where we're at. So that's why you're seeing these violent moves pushing down on price. But ultimately, I do think you're going to see the weekly try and squeeze like this. I really think that. The monthly's a bit overextended. You're right at this key quarterly support level. Just a beautiful level right there, the pink dot. So, look, I don't have a crystal ball. I have Ball Pro Edge. It's close. You want to look to play the long side, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. You guys do what you got to do. I'll be looking for a squeeze today up through these highs. That's what I'm going to do on the NASDAQ, okay? So let's go ahead and look at, I don't think bonds we need to mess around with. It's late. Let's look at gold real quick. We've been calling, the long side on gold, keeping you on the right side of the market. Don't short the market, giving you good levels. Guys, the key to trading is eliminating all the stupid trades, having your levels, having your directions, using all these markets together. That's how you trade consistently, right? It's not about like everybody wants to make millions and millions of dollars like right now. You don't do that. You pick your markets, you pick your days, you pick your levels, you pick your spots, you put the probabilities in your favor, you trade that, and you do well. You just eliminate the mistakes and you'll make money. So focus more on eliminating your mistakes. The winners will take care of themselves. Guys, everybody can throw a dart at a board and get a winner. What people can't do is hang on to the gains because they overtrade, they trade stupid markets, they make bad trades. Just eliminate the bad trades and you'll be well on your way. I can't stress that enough, okay? And we're going to do that in the live trading room. We're getting ready to launch, guys. Like 10 days away. My programmer's working on the trading view indicators. Like everything's coming together now. I can't wait. I mean, I didn't trade today because I made $6,200 yesterday. But, I'm looking at these levels here. I'm looking at the intraday system. I'm like, I can't wait to have all this infrastructure building stuff behind me so we can just wake up every morning, trade New York, the best market, the best levels, and hammer it every single day together. That doesn't mean we don't have losing trades, guys. We do. We have losing days. We have losing trades. But when you follow your plan every single day and you have an edge that works, you have way more winning days and you don't make stupid trades. You end up making money consistently, reliably. That's the key, right? So let's look at gold here. You're starting to ram into some weekly resistance here at the yellow dot. It's kind of important, but you're still pretty bullish, guys. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a pullback in gold. I'd be looking for the 30-30 level right there because you got the congestion support DML right at the envelope bottom. Look, maybe if it gets overextended, you got 30-13, but that's a big support zone. Reminds me of what we saw in the euro the other day. You'll start connecting different markets. Go look at the euro, same situation. Euro was firing. I said, look, if we pull back in the daily, you're going to have support here at the congestion support level. So I think that gold is the same situation. I would not be longing here. I wouldn't be shorting here. I'd be waiting for it to come down in here somewhere and then potentially look for stabilization like this and then a push back up the next couple days. That's how you guys got to play it, right? All right, so that's gold. Let's finish off here with crude, the dollar, and Bitcoin. As we know, crude takes a long time to load, so we'll pause this. All right, guys, just quickly on crude oil here. I mean, look, we had a nice little push up today, obviously. Yesterday I said Don't do anything here. It's not clear. Look at this daily range. Look at all these daily highs, daily lows. Look at the closes. You're hovering here around this level. It doesn't make any sense here. Sorry, I just had a burp, guys. So I had to pause it and come back. Get it raw and real here. It doesn't make any sense to get involved in this. Like, yeah, okay. Today, like, look, there's your congestion support DML. There's another one. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. We're ranging. We're gonna go back up. Fine, but we don't know what the weekly is doing here right now. Like, it's very confusing, right? I don't have a read on crude. Okay, we gapped open here. That's interesting. Maybe it's going to push higher. I don't know. I can't read crude right now, so I'm just going to wait. I'm going to suggest not doing anything on crude oil. I think that makes a lot of sense. But if crude's going to keep pushing, that could be risk on. The bonds, probably we could look at those. If the dollar is going to continue to be under pressure against the euro, we have a good buy pattern on the Nasdaq. We got good quarterly support on the Nasdaq. I would say long the indices, and I know 99% of you trade the indices, so that's what I'd be looking for, right? So let's go ahead and wrap it up here with the euro and Bitcoin, and then we'll kind of get a summary, see where we land. Guys, you have no idea. Those of you in Discord, link in the description below if you haven't joined the waitlist, ballprohash.com. Those of you who are like using the analysis to follow the plan and make money and get payouts, nothing makes me happier. Oftentimes I'm in Discord after hours with my own trades. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm following my analysis. Anybody with me? There'll be one or two people that are with me. Guys, follow the analysis, make money, please. That's what it's all about. It's like you can have the knowledge, but if you don't act on it, it doesn't do anything for you, right? And I think a lot of people, they've been burned, they've been scarred. They're like, geez, I just can't believe that this is working. Guys, you got to start somewhere. Start believing, start taking your shots, use the probabilities. It doesn't mean it's going to be right every day. It means that if you take 10 trades, 5 of them will win 2 to 1, and 5 of them will lose 1. Then you have an edge. You make money. That's the point. It just boggles my mind how many people are not using the analysis. Guys, start using it, please. A lot of people are, and I love that. But more of you need to use it. All right, here's the euro. We had a little bit of a pullback here today. I thought the euro would go higher yesterday. I really did. That was my analysis. So dollar got way stronger, which was weird because indices were bid. So that was a little interesting. I still think you got a lot of support down here, so I'd be looking for support here on the euro to push back higher for sure. I really would, especially if indices are going to push higher. I don't really trade the euro, but you got a lot of support here at this congestion support level. You can see that our key Vol Pro Edge DML, that's a dynamic market level. It's holding right there, that yellow dot. Very nice. I mean, I think you're going to probably see the volume was kind of muted, so you didn't have any enthusiasm on that sell-off. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a push back up like that on the euro for you guys. All right, last but not least, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Let it load. We'll come back. All right, so here's Bitcoin. I think it's following the trajectory of the indices. You can see we've been talking about all the support on the monthly right in here, right? Quarterly. I've been going over this ad nauseum. Go back and look at the past videos, guys. I don't have the energy to repeat it. This is like you got to pick up on the analysis day by day by day. It's like a book you got to keep reading. It flows into each other, right? So look, here in the daily, I think yesterday I said I don't really know. It looks bullish, but I wouldn't do anything. Pulling back here, middle, I would say, look, 82,000. Just there you go. There's your dots. Just the weekly's bullish, the monthly's bullish, the quarterly's a lot of support. So you want to look to pick off freebies on the daily. That's it. All right, you guys, I hope you found it helpful. Like, subscribe, comment, or don't. Go watch Top Step TV. No offense, Top Step TV, but if you guys want to be entertained and not learn how to trade, go watch all that other crap. Here is where we have things that work every single day, proving it with my payouts. Other people now are following what I'm doing, giving the levels, getting payouts. We're launching the course soon. Guys, I'll just leave you with this. This is the last thing. I'm not going to deny that there might be some good traders out there on YouTube. I don't know. Patrick Wieland, he might be a good trader. He really might. And he seems like a cool guy. I'd love to have a beer with him. That'd be cool, right? Maybe some other people too, right? But what I'm saying is that I don't think they have a logical, sequential, repeatable, teachable system where I can share with you what I'm doing, give you the analysis, tell you what I'm expecting, and have you guys capitalize and make money on your own accounts the next day, teaching people how to fish. I don't think there's lots of people doing that. That's what makes Ball Pro Edge special. I hope you join the wait list. If you don't, whatever. It's cool. See you guys.